Let's talk about meditation, but not in the spiritual sense. I will say meditation falls in our spiritual pillar of personal development, but let's take a little journey. So, meditation, from my research, is one of the number one habits of high earning individuals. And it makes you wonder why. I thought meditation was trendy, or I thought meditation was a spiritual practice. Well, it depends. It depends on your approach. Meditation in the westernized form is really just a process of connection. It's connection with self. It's taking time to be with yourself, to go inside. Now you'll see some trendy forms out there, and that's for participant engagement, bring community and things like that. But for the purpose of translating meditation and its benefits into a business practice or for personal development, let's talk about how practicing meditation benefits those things on a larger scale. So meditation, you think of being still, maybe a hum or a chant or some soft music, candles, things like that. But meditation can truly be wherever, but it is quieting the mind. That is the basic idea that I want you to walk away with in terms of meditation. When you allow yourself the opportunity to go into that state, the beginning of your day is ideal. I tend to practice more so early afternoon. That's just when my creativity, that's my time for creative space. And so I feel more open at that time. So that's when you really want to incorporate a meditation practice, is on your time when you are most open, when you have not engaged in other external forces. So that's why it's generally practiced first thing in the day. Meditation is beneficial for you to set aside time for yourself so that you can go inside and listen for some people will call them downloads, some people will call them messages, some people will call them, just ideas coming to me. So when you allow yourself to go to that place, to just quiet everything that's going on in your head, you can get information because you're allowing everything else to just cease for a moment. Meditation timeline. What does that look like? Well, some people practice for 5 minutes. Some people work their way up. And it's just the time that's beneficial for you. And meditation can be sitting on your porch and closing your eyes and just listening to the birds sing. Meditation can be sitting in the middle of a room with candles around you on a soft pillow, and you are asking for an answer of some sort. And so most people will say, well, isn't that like spiritual? Isn't that like praying? If you make that connection, if you are in that time, you are asking for something from a higher being, whatever that is for you. So the practice of meditation, again, is to silence all of the external stuff. Bring yourself to center. Ask for the information that you need so that you can move forward. So why is it a habit that high earners do? Well, because they understand that to run successful businesses, to run your households and all the things that you're responsible for, it requires a lot of brain power. And so if we can take time to recharge that battery, if we can take the time to just hone in on a purpose, on a calling, on whatever it is that you need for that time alone, that is the space where it happens, when you're still. And you may have heard that before, that you have to be alone with yourself, and that's when you usually will get the best information. That's when you feel like you've rested, when you've actually been able to pull yourself away and recenter. So it's just a process of recentering. And if you start your day, then you haven't given the opportunity for other people or other things or other obligations to take hold. If you do it first thing in the morning, you wake, you practice. And we call it a practice because for some people it is difficult to quiet their mind. And for high earners, it is something that they have developed over time. And it's just become something that they've incorporated daily, so that they are taking that one-on-one time for themselves, because you have to fill your cup, you have to put on your oxygen mask first. So walking away today with the idea of meditation, I want you to think of the oxygen mask. Not so much about a time of worship. You could use meditation as a worship time, but I really want you to focus on meditation being that oxygen mask, that time for you to just take a breath for yourself, find your breath, find your center, quiet your mind, receive whatever you never know. There are times when you can sit still and it's quiet and you're not thinking about anything, that you may get $1 million idea. But if you don't practice, you'll never know. So I challenge you. I challenge you to begin a practice. Spend 5 minutes. Maybe you wake up and find a quiet place in your house and just close your eyes, just for 5 minutes. Try not to think about anything and see what happens. I've known people that have gotten up at 3 in the morning to practice a guided meditation. There's tons of those out there. There are some people that will actually travel and they'll go to these retreats where they can actually experience it from a spiritual guide. But in this process, in this idea, in this pillar, again, this form meditation does fall under our spiritual pillar, because it is a practice with self and centering, and you can incorporate higher being. But I really want you to think of the meditation as an opportunity for you to just get your oxygen. Just get your oxygen. Just for 5 minutes, get a little extra breathing room, okay? That's it. Give yourself some breathing room. So good luck on your journey, and I'll see you next time.